It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers for Julio in last week's effort: 6 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
"13 yards remaining on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Falcons.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add. to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And on the ground they go with a running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
From 8 yards out, and the Bears have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
Back to throw again. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Has me a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He's good. Makes the score Bears 10, Falcons nothing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
25-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the 2nd round because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Kmet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Number 34
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Able to find Harris complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Bears 13. Falcons nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
Now the late signee, the former Falcon, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Ryan.
16-yard line.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Ryan under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's a 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
2 yards. And
now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Sean Jackson. A gain of 4. And it's
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To the sideline.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Finding Harris over the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
13. Falcons 7.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll kick things off with an NFC matchup from down in the desert. Detroit in town to take on Arizona.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll find Miller. That's complete.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
Falcons 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
To throw again, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Ryan will throw again. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
The pass complete to Dimitri.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and
Caught out left side by Robinson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as the Bears push further out in front. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 79 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Falcons.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And hit behind the line. He lost lost the football. It's loose, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Ground and incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Bears offense ready to get going again. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete.
The pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Oh, no.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
33-yard line.
The left side completion to Jones. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Makes it third.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Complete. Results in a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. We'll drop this one down to Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So Ryan and the Falcons down by 4, 37 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw underneath to Hurst. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 18 yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Today's final score, Bears.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.